Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Serafin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel everybody. So I am currently working on my paper pumpkin alternative videos for October 23's kit called Home for the Holidays. This is video number 9 everybody. So here is the instruction sheet for the actual kit. You got to make 8 cards and they were gorgeous, loaded up with stuff. That gives you the QR code to make different projects, and then shows you everything you get in the kit and the coordinating colors. So that's all for that. And it had add-ons, and I can show you the add-ons. So hold on. I just set them away from myself. So these were huge 5x7 card bases, and they came with these great envelopes. So let me put it upside. I already cut my panels from one here and some of another one that I had already cut up. So what are we doing for today's card? Well, I made in video number 8, I made this great, very tall box card, as I call it. This is such an easy fold, guys. Anybody can do this fold. If I can do it, anybody can. So anyways, I told you about I wanted to make a luminary out of one, and this is it, and we're going to do it together. So I'm going to set that aside. It's such a cute little display card too. Oh, so cute. I think this one will go in my grandson's room for Christmas time. So let's go over what you are going to need. We are going to need that real red card base. Same dimensions as video number 8. Here we go. So it's 7x11. And then you score at 1, 3.5, 6, and 8.5. And I have already done that. Actually, it goes this way. Now, our panels are a bit different for this card, so we're not going to keep that one anymore. I'm going to stick that in here. My notebook's almost filled up. So, what do you need? So, I already went over there, cut out the window. So, I want my window cutout to be 2 by 6.5. So, I cut a piece of scratch paper out of printer paper, and we're going to use some washi tape. Now, what I do with my washi tape is I stick this on my shirt, my pants, just like this, because sometimes even washi tape is a bit sticky. So I'm going to do this in 2 places. And then we're going to use our paper trimmer, and we're going to get one go at this, or we're going to have to cut another piece. So I'm going to stick that right here and stick this down here. A die, if you have a wide enough die cutting machine. Since this is 7 inches, it won't fit through my die cut machine. So I'm have to think outside of the box. If you have a wide enough punch, a 2-inch punch, but you would have to have it big enough to get inside there. And I don't have that either, guys. I just forgot. We're using that double oval punch. Little oval times 2 in real red for the top and white for the bottom. I already got those stamped. We haven't punched them out yet. So we're going to cut this in a minute. I'm going to set that aside. This is the luminary candle to go inside of it, this LED little candle. So we need a piece of vellum. Now, this is very old Stampin' Up! Vellum, like from 2010, right? It has snowflakes on it. If you don't have snowflake vellum, you can either emboss it or just do plain vellum. I just have been saving this one piece forever and a day. When I went into my vellum, I saw it and I'm like, this is the opportunity to use. I have, one sheet of it, and I'm taking that opportunity to do so. Now, this piece of vellum is 2 3/8 by 6. It should be 6 5/8. Let me see. I think I did that wrong. 6 7/8. I knew that 1/8 was wrong. So And then it should be 2 3/8, which it is 2 3/8 by 6 7/8, because I want it big enough that when I have my cutout, you're not gonna, it's gonna fit behind there. So next it says cut one white piece, which we did right here, to 2 1/4. You guys, if you're following along, 2 1/4 by 6 3/4. Now we're going to cut the add-on card base up to, cut 2 of them at 2 1/4 by 6 3/4. There's those 2. And then we're going to cut another, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. We're going to cut another piece from that card base to 2 3/8 by 6 5/8. This is to slide up behind it. I told you that I wanted it, when you looked through the vellum, I want you to be able to see this behind it. So that's what that is for the inside center. We're going to be using that double oval punch. Here we have it. 2 in real red. And then I stamped Santa Claus is Coming to Town in Ho Ho Ho. We're going to punch those out. Now I am using from last year's, actually October 2022's kit. Here we go. We're using Ho Ho Ho, the Santa in his sleigh, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So that's why Paper Pumpkin, guys, it gives you so much. And anything, and probably the rest of those 2 houses, we'll get those on there. And if I think of anything else, we'll add it to there. All right. So let's get to, what shall we do? What shall we do? Let's go ahead and try to cut this. And where did it go? Oh, it's on the other side. Here we go. I'm going to need to stand up to try to see this. And I'm really hoping this works, guys. So I'm going to open the arm up because I want plenty of room. I'm going to clean my track out with my little toothbrush I keep, just from the dollar store. But I scrape it and get all those little paper fibers that add up in there. Give it a little clean. All right. So let's see how we're going to get this done. We're going to get it in the track. I think that looks so perfect. Wow. Nope, it's a little... You see, this has these... Where's my pokey tool? It has this little groove here and this little guide grooves there. So that's what I'm lining up that white edge. So I'm happy with it, except my shirt's stuck in my trimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and punch down and go all the way up. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm moving my whole glass mat. This here, I want to line up to the edge there. So I'm just going to keep going. I need to take that washi tape off because I can't see. So we're going to start down here at the bottom. Here's my white paper. Perfect. We'll do the rest of that in a minute. Let's turn it over because I don't want to take the washi tape off till I'm completely done. All right. Pop it down, come down here. Looking for it to line up right there. That's good. All the way up this time. There. We hit it. Now I'm going to turn it. Ooh, do not move, washi tape. All right. I do need to bring this down so at least I can see it when it gets close enough. That's great. Oops. See, here's my line. It looks perfect. I'm looking for the white line here. There. Now we're going to turn it this way and do it all again. Gonna line up this with the edge of my white paper. It does make it easier to see the white. Oh, a little bit more. Sorry guys, this is the best way I can tell you that to figure this out. It's the best way for me to figure it out, how to cut it. All right. Gonna get this to go to that line and this to right there. And then if I need to trim it, I got a little tiny cutting blade, but I think this is gonna be perfect. All right, can't believe that worked out so well. I'm gonna be keeping that piece. My pokey tool, oh, I do have a little bit I missed. So my aunt gave me this. This is a pin, but it's actually a little razor. I forgot to put it back in. So let's just use this. And that's why I have the glass cutting mat. Will that do it? Oh, popped out perfectly. Yes. Put the cap back on there. Thank you, Aunt Carol. Don't know where she got them. I can ask if you're interested. I will have to ask where she got that. So now you can see our panel. And we cut it out of, here's the 1 inch. Here's the first full panel, and it's out of that second full panel. It could have been a little better in there, but hey, for the first time me doing something like that, I am not going to complain. So we're going to go ahead and fold these on the score lines. So there's one. And I probably should get this back up in camera view, huh? All right, that will help me out. So I'm going to be careful about this next one because I cut out a great portion of the center of this one. And the same thing with this one. So let's start from this one up. And then this one. Just trying not to rip it. But it's going to come out. I just know it will. All right, so we have our box with the window in it. Wasn't quite as centered. You can see there's a little bit more on that side, but you know what? For what we're doing, it's going to work out just great. So next what we need to do is place our vellum in this piece. And I'm going to use 1/8 inch score tape. Not the brand new one, the one that's already been opened. I do find it convenient to have both sizes, the 1/4 inch and the 1/8 of an inch. I really do find it convenient. This actually happens to be the brand new package. That's all right. It doesn't matter really. So here we go. We're going to come kind of like doing, you could do a shaker card too, but we're not. We're doing the luminary here. Little snip. We're going to do the opposite side and then the top and the bottom. Have a little bit more room on this side. I was considering making it smaller window, but this is as small as I really wanted to go. That's why I did it this way. So down along the bottom. And the other end. All right, let's go over that, give it a good massage, a rub down. 1 off, 2, 3, and 4. And where's the vellum piece? Now I do know that if I place it down there, one side you can see the white better, so I want that facing out of my window. Why is that not? Come on, don't tear it. There we go. Gonna rub that all the way over the edges. I don't want anything happening to this piece. Let's take a look. Oh, she's gonna be gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now my insert piece, the short, fatter one, is the piece that is gonna go in here. But to do that, you do need to put this together so you're covering up this flap. So I guess we can go this way. I don't know why it bothers me, but I want that 1-inch side on my left. So this is going to go back here like so. Look at that. Yes. But there's going to be space. So these two are going to go like so. So you could do that one. I like that placement. So let's go ahead and get these glued down. One on the right. Yes, they're bigger than the window. That's meant to be that way. So one on the left. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Down the center. All right. So we have, this time, the ovals on both sides. So we can glue, nope, we're going to use tear tape. Because it's got that glittery stuff. So one, down the center. Could probably get a little bit more on there, but I think this is going to hold it just fine. So center right there. And we have our 2 sentiments from last year's paper pumpkin kit. Ho, 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 and Santa Claus is coming to town. We need a little, these were scrap bits cut off from the top of my white strip, so from the last project and from this one, so that's what I am using. Gonna get me a handle, slide that up to open. Oops, need to take off a little bit down here so it fits in there. Then we're gonna stamp on it. You guys kind of knew that was happening, didn't you? I bet you did. There's one. Next one up. Probably need to cut off of the bottom some. Gotta love the punches, guys. As it all flies out towards me. Let's see, move all that. That one. We have some Post-it note on the back. Stamp and Pierce Mat is right next to me. Glue, bone folder. My bit. I'm going to stamp the little snowflake. Where did that go? Okay. We're going to do the same thing. A snowflake and the wee little holly leaves from the cottage wreaths. So Santa Claus is going to get the snowflakes. Ho, ho, ho is going to get the holly. So we're going to go holly, holly, and holly, like so. Snowflakes. Oh, not green snowflakes. We've already done that one. Don't need to do that one again, do we? Balmy blue. Yes, balmy blue for snowflakes. So, not, I keep grabbing that holly. So stamp off, and we're just going to add some little flurries by stamping off each time, changing the direction of the snowflakes. Very, very, very cute. Balmy blue is done. Now let's get these on with, of course, dimensionals. Let's see, here's one right here. Cut some of these edges up and use them. I have so many Christmas cards. I only need 30 more, and I'm like going to have way over that. So Santa Claus on the right. Ho, ho, ho on the left, at least for me. I just need like half of one. All right, so that's done. Now we're going to work here in the center bit, and I do like that. So we just need to trim our house down. So let me close up my glue before it gets a goober in it. We're going to take off this little tree that's trying to poke up there. I don't want that in there. And I don't want this tree here. So I'm going to get really close to the red because I think it's going to fit without that tree. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to straighten up this line on the blue house with the guillotine just because it's crooked as crooked could be. Oh, it's so funny. I cannot cut straight. But we can add. Oh, that's really, really perfect. So we have trees here. Do I want to add? Do I want to add some actual trees? Like right here. Do I want to do that? You know what? I'm going to stick my dimensionals here and here. And if I want to add this at the end, I will. But I'm going to save that just in case. I'm going to save that bit too. But I'm going to save this because I'm not sure. So I said we're going to add dimensionals. Where's how far up does that house need? I want that house needs to come right there. So right here's some. Might use both of these. Let's see. That one's coming apart, so we're going to add that piece there. And then add this half a piece right there, and a little bit. All of that won't fit there, or I would have used it all. This piece should fit in there just fine. All right. So then I have room if I want to tuck anything up, and behind it, I have room. Get off of there. Want that down. Oh my goodness. So cool. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. All right. Now we are ready to put our card to, no, we're not ready yet. We got to stamp our sentiment bit. So let's move that aside. This is for the back of our card. Now, I do want to use from the kit this one, so I'm going to stamp this first and then determine if I get to do anything on the sides. So, because I had a crazy idea. Oh, we're going to add Merry Christmas on this card too. We are going to add Merry Christmas, so... I forgot to do this on the other one. Is that my sentiment strip? Nope, that's the blue piece I was looking for. We're going to use this top and bottom this time. No, just for the top. And do I have some of my wee little trees? I do. I wonder if that... That's not quite enough of them. I can make more. I have a strip already punched. Let's add those at the bottom. Remember, this is from the Evergreen Border Punch. And we need those little trees from the kit. Just the one, the if you want to call it large tree, the large one. The one that's like this, smaller than my actual, well, about the size of my nail. We need the old olive. So that's going to be our sky. We need the trees. So here, 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 here. Keep going. We don't need to do all of them right now. We just need 4 of them. So 4 will do it. It's just going to add us a little bit there. We're going to add that little bit of holly that I like to do. So 1, 2, and 1 here. Could do the berries, but I'm not pulling the berries out. And yes, there are berries to go with it. I'm just not using them. So, our trees down here at the bottom. And I don't want all of that sky. I just want a strip. So let's trim. It's 2 1/4 inches. So 2 1/4. And I want a 1/2 inch strip. Actually, that 1/4 inch strip might be the better of the 2. Oh yeah, it's the 1/4 inch strip. So those are going to go in my little dish. Slide it on there. It is a hair too long, so we need to snip. This is the back that we're going to use for our card, so we can put that piece on next, which goes right here. Shall we do the X? X to mark the spot. We need dashes, not dots, for this card. This is so... Gosh, I love this. I so love this. So, let's put our card together. We're going to use score tape. So this side here, score tape, 1/4 inch score tape that is. Two bits of it. Give it a rub down. And a pokey tool, which, thank you, Miss Gloria Wolf. Love this. I hope all of you out there who like my pokey tool, contact her. So fold it in half, and it comes down like so. It will fold flat. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have this bit here that is gonna, oh, you can barely see it. So what am I gonna do about my Santa Claus? Might just have to use that bit from Giving Gift Eyes and do my Santa like so. I'm thinking, because I want the light. Oh, once we have the light, let's stick it in there and then do the light. So now we're going to just put some glue on this. I probably should have cut it to the same length, just a little wider, to the 6 3/4, but I didn't. Dot, 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 dot. So this now is going to just slide on in there. Got a little rub with my bone folder. Let's open up our tea light, our LED little dollar store, $1.25 plus tax. I like that this one was a little bit more substantial than just the ones with this. Looks like that comes off, actually. Does it? I don't know. So pull the little tag. Let's see if it lights up. Oh, it does. Look. Oh. So this then, oh my goodness. You still ain't going to see Santa in there. You still really are not going to be able to see. Let me, let's turn out the lights. Let's see. Yeah, our Santa Claus needs to go on here. So lights back on. Our Santa has to go on the front. Where did he go? Did we lose him? Did we lose the Santa? Yes. And I'm not cutting another one. He's just going to have... He's on a short trip, guys. So we are going to put him... Oh, no, we have Merry Christmas to do. We are not done. Where is the sentiment strip for the Merry Christmas? I want to do Merry and then Christmas down here. So we're going to bring those in. Oh, so save that. You could stamp him and have him going across the top like that if you wanted. But I'm going to use these. And I'm going to still do my Merry Christmas that I wanted. Where is it? I had all of those sentiments sitting out here. Nope, there it is. So, stamp and pierce mat. I need a little bit of scratch paper. This will do to mask the Christmas up. Because remember last time I did this, and even though I thought my ink pad was clean, I mean my stamp pad was clean, the Christmas still showed up. So using the corner of the stamp pad, just ink up Mary. Yep, it's on there. So we're going to take Mary and do Mary as close to this edge as possible. Oops, I can see that we missed some of the Y. There, that looks like everything has it. So we need to scoot this in as far as we can to fit Christmas on the other side. There's Mary. Now we're going to cut Mary off real quick. And Mary does not mind. It's like, I know what you're doing. You're okay. So this little sentiment strip is from the kit. There's Mary. And I did it going the wrong way. I wanted it flagged this way. So we're going to have to restamp it now anyways. Oh, it happens. All right. And my thing here is making everything go crazy. Let's do this again. So Mary, with it going the right direction. This time. We want it going this direction. All right. Now we're going to do Christmas. And we want Christmas. So Mary is going this way. Christmas is going this way. Just making sure that no Mary is on my Christmas. Hopefully. Oh, I got the Y. Let's turn her over. Ugh. No Y. No Mary part of Mary can be on this card. On this part, I just want Christmas. Let's clean it off and we'll try again. Just Christmas. And I think I missed part of the C there. So now I'm going to put this like right there. Christmas. Make sure that Mary is not to be had. Yes, y'all, it works. Now, do we put some real red behind it is the question. I want Christmas like right here. And I want Mary up here. Mary, Christmas, and then Santa like so. And I was wondering, either real red or old olive. Where's my box of Stampin' Up supplies? Stamp my kit. All my little goodie bits from me cutting cardstock. Let's look. Because I'm kind of leaning towards some old olive. You could use the sparkly bits. Let's see. To really make this card stand out, but then I'll be like almost all out of it. So we could use, oh yes, okay, we're gonna use that because that just is like woohoo. That is really pretty. Okay, there's that one. I wish I could hear you guys. So, and there's this one in old olive. I like the sparkle. So I need 2 bits of these. Gonna have to add this to my list of supplies. All right, so now we need to back Mary and Christmas. And we can keep the slant going. Just cut it straight. I don't like the slant at all. But I do like that sparkle on there. I just do. I got another idea. What if I just cut up this leftover and add it to the top and bottom of Merry Christmas, and then I won't have to waste those. I think that's going to be my solution. So I'm going to add I know this is my solution. So it goes this way. So I'm going to add a little score tape here. Score tape down here. And the same with Mary. Making sure I have Mary going the right way. Mary's going this way. So score tape close to the edge. Glue dots, whatever you want to use. And then I'm going to take this off and add it to Mary. Just like that. Give it a snip. Need a little bit off of that edge. That is so perfect. So clip that off. We're going to keep that flagged edge. And there's one. Let's do it again with Christmas. Oh, love the little bit of sparkle. And you know what? This is better than using those big pieces, guys. It really is, because it's not going to take away from the luminary part of it. So let's get Christmas done. So we can use that, the edge going that direction. Like, not on my nail. Let's try not to do the nail. Might help if I try to get it a little straighter on there. Trim that off. And this one, and then we'll trim the flagged edges. Really great use of the trash bit, as I call it. All right, we saved 2 whole pieces, and this is going to be just fab. These are getting dimensionals. Oh, my acid reflux is acting up today. See, this is sticking out. It is. It cannot stick out. Not nice. 2, and then do we have a half a bit? Oh, this one. 3/4 of a bit. And then, of course, we're going to either use, do we put Santa flat on there or put him on dimensionals as well? And I think we're going to use tear tape or glue dots on him. If I can find glue dots, we're going to use glue dots for the Santa. So let's get these in place, and then we put Santa Claus in place, and it's sticking to the acetate. So here we have Mary right there. Love the sparkle. Christmas. Oh, our trees. I said we were going to add, do we want to add 2 trees? We could. Yes, we do. We do want those in there. So let's add some more glue dots. 1. That's why we didn't put any glue dots up our dimensionals here at the top. Yes, that needs that. And then Christmas. We can actually have Christmas going right across there. And then our Santa and his 4 reindeer. Maybe the others got sick or something, right? If later on I might add a few more reindeers to this panel. Don't put it past me. You'll have to look and we'll have to see on the review if I do that. So we're going to add glue dots to Mr. Santa Claus and the 4 reindeer. Because, you know, there's 2. You just can't see them because they're hiding the second one. But Santa needs more than that, right? On Donner, on Blitzen, on Comet, on Cupid. Who am I missing? Rudolph. But he leads the sleigh. Only on foggy nights. Otherwise, he's like, I'm retired, guys. We need to get another red-nosed reindeer up there. So there is our... love it. So much fun to create things like this. And what's best for me is that I am not... Oh, my black wing Costello. Where? And the drawer. Nope. I was wondering why I couldn't find it. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I've had people ask me, I didn't know they made Blackwing Costella. I said, I didn't know either. It was a wonderful surprise gift from a friend, and I was like, oh my gosh, you are kidding me. So that really does add to them reindeer. Because they're magic, you know, they got a sparkle. Love it. Absolutely darling. And we're going to do our trees. I'm going to push this out. Really wink up our trees. We're going to do the whole house, apparently. I started with the whole house. We're going to finish with the whole house. Okay. And don't forget those trees. Flip it over. We don't want to do any on there. I am so in love with this. And my little tea light fits straight on in there. Huh. Can't really see. Oh, I can't hardly turn the light on. There's the light. Let's see if I can. No. You can't see unless, oh, you can do it. If I'm looking at it this way, I see it. But that is really cool. I will tell you, you probably don't need that piece, but I like the idea that when you, if someone looks over the top, that it's in there. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and please let me know what you think of this one. Oh, it's so darling. So this is the one without the cutout. They're just as cute. I mean, just darling. Ta-da! So, I had such a great time. Thank you for letting me share this with you. I love doing paper crafts. It is so rewarding, and the enjoyment I get from sharing with you guys is 100 times what I could imagine. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Please consider giving me a like, a share of this channel if you know someone who does paper crafts and maybe you want to show them this project. I would love that you do that. But more than that, please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now.